Hey, I just want to show you how I play the Latin Affix card game on Playing Cards IO. So in this game that you can use from the backup, let me start over. So this button recalls and shuffles the cards. This button is set to deal the cards into these spots, and then you have to turn them over. And I would get this set up before I get my students into the game. And I use the share room code, copy this, send it in the chat of the Google Meet or the Zoom chat, and then my students click on the live link and go to this game. I always tell them don't touch anything but the full screen. Make it full screen. It gets a little bigger and it's easier to read. I wish the font could be bigger. I can't change the font. This is as big as it gets. Anyway, kids have better eyes than I do, so they don't seem to have trouble. So this one, these are Latin affixes. You know, it was shuffled. I don't have control of what's put out here. And my objective here is to try to make words using these Latin affixes. And I will have been teaching what the prefixes and the roots and the suffixes mean, and we're just trying to make words. So the longer the word you can make, the better. And I often try to start with the roots. So verse means to turn, scrib or script means to write, spect is to see, gress is to step, port is to carry. And then I check, you know, what are my prefixes in here and my suffixes? And so I might have reject. Did I see a shun? I didn't see. I can just go with reject. But if I want a longer one, so the way I play it is if you make a word that has 3 cards or 3 parts, you get a token, and you can use these tokens for extra points at the end, or if you want to buy a new set of cards, buy more cards to put on. So I don't see a good rejectable. I guess it could be rejectable, or it could be reportable, or revertible, maybe. And I tell the kids that sometimes these words need a connective vowel or something. It might not be quite exactly right, but so long as you can explain what the word is, I take it, because the objective for me is for them to be more familiar with the affixes and be able to think about putting words together and what the words will mean based on the affixes they have. So here I have something that is reportable, and I take my words, I put it into my winnings pile, and I use 3 so I get a token. And then I just put out more cards, and then the next person goes, and they might have oh, here we go. We're going to do attractive, and I'll ask them to tell me which one of the prefixes work with this, or I'll teach them that, you know, the prefix might change their spelling based on what this root word is. So attract is to pull. So if you're attractive, you're pulling attention to you. And so, and if makes it an adjective. And so they take this and they get a token, and we put out more cards. And then the next person plays, or whoever's turn it is. Pulse means to push, dict is to say. I still don't have a shun. Everyone gets where they love the shuns, because it's so much easier to make longer words with a shun, or ION added on. Spect. So let's see, what are my suffixes here? It looks like I am kind of low on suffixes. I have a itty or able. Respectable? Did I use my re? Inspectable? I guess something could be inspectable. Or I could have expectable. Sure, why not? As long as they can tell me. And they take it and they put it in their winnings. And we put out more cards. And then at the end of the game, we just see who has the most cards, and each token counts as 2 points. So you got 3 cards and a token, that's 5 points. Let's say, oh my goodness, I just can't think of anything with these. I can use a token and say, we've got 4 of the pulses. I don't want 4 pulses or whatever it might be, and I can bring out 3 new cards and cover these. The chance that I'm going to get a better better cards. Oh boy, and I do like uns are easy, and I still didn't get a shuns, but oh, there is a shun. I didn't even see it. So I can have x. So here, x subscription. I don't have a sub. What prefixes do I have? Or I could just do portion, or I have a progression, egress. How about let's do this, expulsion. And here it would be the ION on the pulse. Expulsion, I am pushed you out. There we go. And I collect my winnings here, and we put out, and we just keep playing. And I'll often play these, a game like this. This is obviously for one of the older kids. And, just the last few minutes of a lesson, just getting them to think more about the affixes parts and their morphology. Okay.